What's up, guys? It's me, Pilot, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking weapons as of August 2025, even though it's September, based off of if you should buy them, like a must buy, or just don't even waste your credits or 8 coins on them. Without further ado though, let's get started. But actually, I take that back. Before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to Night Fury MA, and I'm really thankful for helping him him helping me where I am today. So I'm gonna leave his link in the description, so you guys can go subscribe to him. And also I want to thank you guys for 10 subs. My goal is 20 by the end of this month. So if we can get there, it'd be like really great for me. But without further ado, let's get into it. First weapon is Arc Turns. Arc Turns are a dope buy. Ever since the great update, they've been pretty useless, especially because they don't do much damage to newer mechs, and honestly just aren't the best in general. So, I mean, next up is autocannons. Don't waste your materials on autocannons. People mainly buy autocannons at like the start of early game, and then after that they don't use them at all. Autocannons aren't the best and are mainly used just to upgrade through tiers. Carbines are a maybe buy. They have like amazing burst power and decent damage. Their reload's decent as well, but ever since again the meta has changed, carbines haven't been really used much anymore. Next up is chain guns. Chain guns are again a maybe buy. They can be useful sometimes, like on certain mechs such as Aegis or any tank, especially because they can shoot really fast and complement with the high HP. Then again, maps also depend on what weapons in mechs are used. Crowd javelins, you get these for free actually, so they're actually a maybe buy, or actually, yeah, they're a maybe buy. Because maybe you should use them at the end of early game, at the start of mid game. If you share a link with your friends or whatever. And also the stasis effect is pretty helpful. Car launchers are the first definitely buy. They're really good. I wouldn't say they're must buy, but they're a really great barrage weapon and a definitely buy that you should start using mid game and actually in late game, as I use them in late game. Disc launchers are another definitely buy. They're pretty good, especially because they can curve around walls. Their range is decent and their damage is great. The only problem is their credit cost. I think like 857 or 67,000. That was not a joke. Don't make a joke about it in the comments. Next up is disruptors, and it's a maybe buy for me. It all depends on your aim. If you shoot in a straight line and no one's there, you just wasted it. But if you shoot in a straight line and a bunch of people's there, you get so much value out of disruptors. They also do decent damage. So, next up is EM rifles. EM rifles go in a definitely buy, in my opinion. I mean, they're really great. They do tons of damage, and the fact that their ability allows them to do has a chance of doing extra damage is really great, and I definitely recommend you guys picking EM rifles up. They do cost a lot though, so I recommend saving up for them. Ember guns are the first must buy. You're gonna see Ember guns early game, well not early game, but mid game and late game. They are very useful. So definitely recommend picking them up. The weaken effect is really good as well, and the reload speed is amazing. Like a 2-second reload counters Guardian and Outlaw. So pick them up fast. Fragment guns are maybe buy. Many people use fragment guns as like a way to boost up tiers, such as like autocannons. So yeah, fusion cannons are a don't buy for me. They don't do much damage for their cost, and even though they're 70,000 credits, sure, I mean buy them if you want just to try to upgrade a tier, but they're not worth buying. Gauss rifles are another don't buy. The fact that the Gauss rifle 4s cost 8 coins kind of ticks me because they suck. I mean, they can do damage. I don't know much about their ability, but yeah. Graviton beams are definitely buy. They are really good. Their explosion ability is great. My friend uses a Graviton either a Graviton beam either 12 or 16 on his Orion, and he absolutely shreds with it. I would definitely recommend trying to pick these up when you can. Try to do it by the end of mid game and at the start of late game for sure. Helix racks are at the top of maybe buy for me. They are really good on most maps, especially because of their arc. But again, like mechs like Sentinel and Aegis do counter them pretty well. And Redeemer, actually, if you time your backtrack correctly. Javelin racks, it's a maybe buy again. It all depends on what Javelin racks you're buying. If you're buying the 12s, go ahead. I don't know much about them. I think they're A coins. They're a small amount. But if they're like 8s, don't waste your time. Don't waste your money or A coins on them. Long arms are don't buy for me. Many people actually do buy these just to upgrade tiers. Their Deadeye ability, sure, makes them do more damage from afar, but you won't see much mechs having them near the end of late game. Miniguns again are in the must buy. They cost like a lot, but they do so much damage. They have a really long reload speed. I believe like around 17 seconds. So try to pick these up. It will take a pretty long time though. Missile racks are definitely buy. Save up for them. If you max upgrade them, dual missile rack 12s are really good and are very strong on certain mechs. Like Orion and like Stalker is a really good one. Nade launchers are a definitely buy again. Their AoE is great, do a lot of damage, and are really annoying. That's all I really need to say. They're less annoying than cryo launchers, but they're pretty annoying to go against, especially on a Blockhorn specifically, because the damage buff is really good with these, and it shoots over his shield. So, plasma cannons. No, wait, yeah, these are plasma cannons. Plasma cannons go and don't waste materials. They're pretty bad. Many people again buy them just to upgrade a tier, so I would not recommend buying them. Pulse cannons go and maybe buy for me. No, don't buy. Don't buy them unless you're trying to upgrade a tier and you're like really close. Don't buy the 6s, but do buy the 8s. The 8s can be pretty useful, like at the start of mid game. At the start. Quantum guns go at a maybe buy. Their effects are really good, but I don't think they're worth their price. 82,000 for the 8s isn't bad, but I mean at the same time, the only thing good about them is the effects. So, railguns are definitely buy. Put a couple of railgun 8s on a Lancer and it'll fry anything in its path, especially if you have great aim. That's all I really need to say. They do tons of damage as well. Repeaters. Okay, repeaters go in a definitely buy because when up close, they do tons of damage. They're like a worse Ember gun in my opinion. They can do quick bursts of damage up close, have a quick reload, and then quick bursts again. So really useful. Rocket mortars are don't buy for me. They very rarely hit people when at least I use them on open maps, and sure, I mean the rocket mortar 10 cost credits and 8 cost credits. If you're trying to upgrade tiers, then go ahead. I don't know if the 8 cost credits actually, but I know the 10s do, and they're pretty cheap actually. I think around like 23,000. So I mean, if you're gonna use them, then just use them to upgrade tiers. RPGs are pretty useless as well. Again, same thing, just as used to upgrade tiers. Shotguns are a maybe buy because they are used in the late game a lot, especially shotgun 8s, because again, depends on the mech you use on them, but you won't see much 16 energy capacity mechs. So that's why I put them there, because again, if you're like mid game, I definitely recommend using these on any 16 energy capacity mechs such as Killshot. Stasis beams are don't buy. You get these things for free from a derby event, but let's say you get the Disc Launcher 8 derby event. I mean, the only thing very useful about this thing is the stasis effect. It doesn't do much damage. Storm racks are at the very like right here in must buy. It counters most tanks like Ares, Sentinel, Blockhorn, pretty much anything that offers a shield. Also really good damage output. Thermal lances again are pretty bad. That's really it. I don't like them, especially because they're really cheap, but at the same time they're only used for upgrading tiers from like tier 1 to tier 2 and to tier 3. Voltaic RPGs are a don't buy. They do decent damage, but the reload speed's pretty slow, and I mean the range is mid, and their effect is practically useless because most players use aim tracking anyways. So pod guns are a must buy. They curve, really great barrage weapon, have really decent damage, and if you latch them on to one person, and they explode, they can actually hit multiple people at once, which is really useful because they have great AoE. Particle beams. They're a maybe buy for me. They're not the best. What I would say is, though, if you're going to use particle beams, use them on something with a great damage buff ability, because that explosion could be really useful. Other than that, I don't really like them. Not a fan of them. Revokers go up here. Don't care what anyone says. They're really broken, stupid, especially on Eclipse or Surge. I just dislike anyone who uses them, especially on a daily basis. If you're using them for just like one time, go ahead, but like they're so broken and brain dead. Vipers are definitely buy. They are really, really good. The fact that after every 8 shots it shoots a missile, it's really, really, really useful, and definitely recommend trying to pick them up when you can. The missile does a ton of damage too. Fuse mortars, I'm gonna put fuse mortars at a maybe buy. Again, it all depends on the map. The good thing about them is the trip hazard ability, which does set off mines that instantly explode, and not like cheetahs where it takes forever. Savants. Okay, I like Savants actually. I really do like Savants. In my opinion, Savants go in a maybe buy. They curve, yeah, but I mean their damage output's really slow, and they're not the best guided weapon out there. So if you're gonna choose something, I'd definitely not choose Savants if you're going for a guided weapon. Overdrivers are definitely buy. They're really, really good. They're like a knockoff minigun at in some sorts. I mean, they're actually really, really good. Have great damage output, and I would definitely recommend getting them if you can. But are they like the best at dealing quick damage? Actually, yeah, they could be. They could be really good at damaging, doing a lot of damage actually, because these things are known for doing quick amounts of damage, and the more you shoot it, it burns out though eventually. So I definitely recommend using it wisely. That's just me. Howlers, in my opinion, are maybe buy. I don't know much about them because they're decently new to me. All I do know is they're close range and that they can hit multiple people at once, which could be helpful. Dreadsots, again, are maybe buy because you won't see them past late mid-game to early late game. I mean, they do good damage, yeah, but they're slow. And I don't like any guns that are slow shooting. Tetra rifles are definitely buy, and the same as EM rifles. I'll actually put them higher than EM rifles because in my opinion, they're better. The fact that I believe at the last shot in the magazine, you do an amount of damage depending on how much kills you get or how much ammo hits an opponent. So it's really, really good actually. Hellfires are a maybe buy. Actually, no, I'll put them at the end of definitely buy. They're pretty good. Are they the worst heavy duty heavy duty weapon? Yes, in my opinion, because the burn doesn't really do much. But do they have high damage output? Absolutely. So if you're just trying to pick these up because you think they're better than most close range weapons, go ahead. Strike rockets are a definitely buy. They do tons of damage, and they're actually really hard to counter. So, I mean, other than maybe Aegis, as I know of, and Redeemer, that's pretty much it that I know that it counters it. Blast RPGs are a don't buy for me. The reload's slow. I mean, sure they do have great damage output, but at the same time, pretty decent, pretty mid-range. So, and they're also really costly, really hard to get. I believe they cost real money, actually. So, Geminis, I put them on my Lancer a lot. They're definitely buy. The effects they give, like Stasis and Weaken, are really, really useful, and definitely recommend picking them up. If possible, they also have great damage output. They're slow shooting, though, so I'd recommend watching out for that, as they're sort of easy to dodge, but if the opponent doesn't see them coming, then. Vipers are a maybe buy. They curve and do poison damage, but the poison damage takes forever to get. Like, you have to shoot them multiple times to get it, which, again, you won't get that much chances in, like, tournaments, because there are multiple people who are trying to hunt you down at that point. Ooh. Oracles? Maybe, yeah, maybe buy. They're not the best guided. I believe they're guided. I don't know. I don't know much about them. I'm just gonna say that, so I can't really rank them. So I'm gonna just put them at a maybe buy for now. Ooh, quashers. Actually, no, these are suppressors, not quashers. What am I talking about? Suppressors are a definitely buy. They're just really good on general. Their sniper mode does a ton of damage. Continuums. Continuums are a maybe buy for me. They're probably at the top though because they do decent damage and they have really great range. And Berserkers. This is a pretty new one, but I like the damage output, so I'm gonna put it in definitely buy. I'm gonna switch up the list here and put actually disc launchers up here as they are really useful, and I'll also move where they go. Oh, Helix Rags up to definitely buy because they can be very viable. But other than that, this is my list. If you guys do like it, tell me in the comments. If I misplaced anything in your opinion, also tell me that in the comments. I will leave the link to Night Fury MA's channel in the description, so go subscribe to him. And other than that, see you guys next time. Peace!